The third person got me cracking up his board and sitting there with a Heineken beer. I'm not much of a beer drinker, like maybe on a holiday, Thanksgiving or something, might want something. Heineken is really kind of weak. It's not something that you get drunk off. To me, it's like equal to champagne, or I do like an acidity stomach without the alcohol. So they got cherry coke. They say that's sugarless alcohol, but I don't want the color. I wish I had it every day. Acid water, ice cold acid water. You know, this just maybe acid helps gas and stress, something like that. But I don't know. But I saw a video about beer that Heineken is bad for your liver, or any kind of beer. Is bad for your liver. But now I don't want to try the body to drink it. What's so funny about it? Mr. Dead is sitting there in a short clipping as if he got a hard decision to make. And he needs the assistance of a bottle of beer to make sure he's making the right decision. How you making the right decision under the impression of alcohol? Alcohol impairs judgment. But yeah, be cracking up laughing. You're always welcome. Where I am is just that there's so many that coming as intruders and uninvited. But if I return a conversation to a certain one, you're welcome. Strange thing happened yesterday. I never leave my front room window open. And you have spirits that come through here that could open the locks on your door. And this particular night, I really don't care too much for walking around the house topless or anything, but I'm 287 pounds, and when it's hot, it's hot. But I keep the bottom together. But anyway, a certain dear friend don't like that. I'm trying to survive up in here. One summer, almost 796 people or something died in extreme heat here in Chicago, and the majority of them was obese. God don't like it either. The Bible says hell is naked and destruction is uncovered. But I'm going to run a ball on what the Third Trinity said when it get hot. I go shirtless. He said sins are forgiven in a second, so I'm going to take that to my grave. No, I don't like any kind of intrusion, meaning I never allow anybody to put any cameras or anything in my house. I want to tell you where to get off at, when to sit, stand, or whatever. But this is God's mess. And I'm doing all that I can. I haven't stopped fighting it back yet. But anyway, people cannot intrude into your privacy and tell you where to get off at. No, listen, I ain't going to go on that harsh page, what the Lord is doing about it. But anyway, yeah, excuse me, but I'm trying to say, yeah, my that hard dry hacking cough that I had, that I was complaining about, it began to let up. Now this is just fan dust. Got to clean the fan. Yeah, it went away. I made some hot Theraflu without water. I use vinegar for water. I put a little black seed oil in it, and I drink it. I'm happy to report that. That was the worst dry hack I ever had. When you cough, your whole chest starts shaking. And the landlord wanted to bring some more people to the apartment. The law says you have to give a person 48 hours in writing. They said, well, can we come in? I said, no. I said, pretty much somebody left a virus here. She bought 14 different people here, and it just came out of nowhere. But I got better. My throat is clear, back to normal. I'm only sneezing because I'm in front of this fan. This fan didn't do it. It was them strangers. So yeah, I wish they could adjust that law some kind of way. Never give nobody legal right to share somebody's personal airspace. If you want to sell property, send a full detailed video to the real estate, because you can get sued. What if you had COVID-19 or TB or something, and they came through 14 people and got it from your house? You'll never have money to survive. And then vice versa. What if you're healthy, they came through, 2 out of 14 folk had tuberculosis or something, It's this law that give people to the right to intrude into your or come into your privacy and your airspace need to be updated. You know, and if the city laws, government laws give somebody the right to inspect you, somebody need to be sued, grand style.